Hi folks, I'm the Garden Lady. Welcome back to my channel. Such a beautiful fall day here in southern Indiana. I want to give you a little peek at my forest so you can see it. So this is the forest. It is huge. A lot of animals live back there. It's a beautiful fall afternoon. Look at the trees. Some are starting to change color. I see gold and red, but when winter comes, all these leaves will be gone. I just showed you the forest behind my property. Part of the forest is our property, but I swear that place is haunted. I know it is. I hear so many strange sounds that come from the forest. There's a lot of rumors around here of people getting lost in the forest and dying. And we have a lot of caves around here. Some guy got lost in a cave a couple of years ago and he died because they couldn't find him. Then they finally found him. I thought this would be a perfect campfire story. So the forest behind me. I've known for many years that there is something in there. Besides the usual animals that people around here hear, such as we have raccoons and chipmunks and squirrels and deer, a lot of deer, and they are so beautiful. We have coyotes, and during coyote breeding season, they howl back there constantly. You can hear them yapping and screaming. But one night, there was a sound that we just couldn't place. It wasn't any of the ordinary sounds. It sounded more like a roar. I would say it was a cross between a lion and a bear. That's the only thing that I could think of. Obviously, we don't have lions and bears out here. Well, a couple of years ago, a bear did go by, but he was just passing through. It was just one, you know. But anyway, there are a lot of sounds coming from back here. I've had my garden for many years. My garden is on the edge of the property, and it's on the edge of the forest. So when I'm working in my garden at times, you know, I hear a lot of little sounds that come from back there. A couple of weeks ago, I was out here filming and I heard like whispering behind me, and it sounded like chattering, like something talking. And you know, I looked and obviously I didn't see anything. It couldn't have been Bigfoot because he's hard to spot. He's a giant creature. I think that back there in the forest there are fairies, and I'll tell you why I think it. So, you know, there are two types of fairies. There's the good ones and there's the bad ones. I don't think these fairies back here are bad, but they are mischievous. A couple of years ago, I have a gate to the back of my garden that leads to the forest. Every day I would find the gate unlocked. All the time, unlocked. In my garden, the straw that I lay on the ground, I'd find little circles. They just appear overnight. People think that they're rabbits, and you know, they could be, I'm not sure, but I think they're fairies. We see a lot of at night, like sometimes you'll see little lights here and there, and you know, there's nothing back there, so what could be making all these little lights and stuff? You know, I think they're real. I know a lot of people do. There's a lot of stories about fairies that come out of England, and you know, a lot of people are scared of them. A lot of people respect them. They say that a fairy can curse you. You know, I'm not sure. I just know that, you know, I'm not scared of them. But when I do hear the sounds, it does, like, you know, freak me out just a little bit. But these forests back here, people talk about them being haunted all the time. Screams that come out of there that there's no possible way an animal could create these screams. Just out of the blue, you know. Happens a lot when the moon is full. Um, you know, I just don't know. But I believe there's fairies back there. Some people they either say there's spirits and ghosts that lurk back here, because people, in the area has died. There's a lot of In this area. There's a lot of like abandoned cemeteries. Like if you buy an old house here, like in the backyard, there'll be like a little cemetery. And it was the family that owned the house, a long time ago. Back in the day when you were allowed to bury your relatives on your land, they did. And the plots are still there. And they're usually more round. The stones are round. They're not fancy shaped. And they usually look very old. But I hear a lot of like sticks cracking, um, almost like footsteps. And then when you look, there's like nobody there. It makes it kind of eerie when you're sitting out here by a fire, especially this time of year when it's fall and it starts to get chilly and it starts to get dark and the sun does set back there over the forest, and you start hearing all these little sounds. Yeah, makes it interesting to stay out here. um, but we've lived here for such a long time. I was afraid of them a lot more, but now I think I've just gotten used to them. I noticed in some of the trees back here, there's the bottom of the trees, the roots split out, but there's like a little hole, and anything can live in there. And maybe fairies live in those little holes. Maybe those are their homes. I'm not sure. I've never seen a fairy here, but I believe I've heard them. And this forest, if people around here say it's haunted, and you know believing everything that I hear, I believe it 100%. um, I won't venture back there at night, especially when it's dark. We have a hiking trail back there that goes in between all the trees. I definitely won't go hiking on my trail at night, not even with a flashlight or lantern or anything. So I don't know. I mean, does anyone else live by a haunted forest? What do you think? Does anyone have a haunted woods or anything on the edge of your gardens? If you do, how do you deal with it? I think we should just let them be. And, if they want to be mischievous, the little fairies, well, then they're going to be mischievous. I did have a little fairy garden in my garden a couple of years ago set up. And, little things would be missing from there. And, I mean, there's no little kids around here that would go in my garden and steal it. So I'm wondering if the fairies just came in and they liked it so much that they just helped themselves to the things that I would put in the little fairy garden. It was so cute, that little garden. But anyway, tell me down below, comment. Tell me if you have any spooky stories that you could tell by a campfire, or any spooky stories that come out of the woods. Anyone screaming in your forest? Subscribe to my channel. Give me a thumbs up. Like my videos. Share them. Tell all your friends. It's really, really helpful. Find me on Instagram. The Garden Lady 01 is on Instagram. Find me there. I share things all the time there. But I'm mostly on YouTube. So I'm going to leave you with that, and to think about the haunted woods behind me. Do you have any haunted woods behind you? Like and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. Share one of my videos. Watch some. Now that I have more time to make videos, I'm going to bring you more content. So enjoy the fall and get out there. And I will see you next time. Bye. Folks, I was packing up all my stuff and I saw something move right over there. Let me see if I could zoom in a little bit. Maybe we'll see something moving. was over here. Whoa, 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 I heard it. Did you hear that? Oh my gosh, where is that? Where'd that come from? It was from in there somewhere. I heard it. There's something swinging back there. What the heck is that? What the heck is that swinging? You see it right in the middle? Oh my gosh. I'm packing up. Bye.